Archewell staff denounced Meg and has using 95% charity fund for personal spending. Donation is fake. Since his marriage to Meghan Markle, Harry's charitable direction has become inward, self-serving, and partisan. He spent a fortune creating his own charity that is largely for his and his wife's advantage. The creation of the Archewell charity and its dubious sub-branches cost over $200,000 to establish, and by law only requires a minimum of 5% to actually be spent on charity, while a whopping 95% may be spent by Harry and his wife as expenses to run the charity. It has been rumoured that she and Harry stole charity funds, which is why they were kicked out of the Royal Foundation. According to some sources, they have been investigated because $35 million seems to be missing from the British royal family's finances. Women's Day made claims earlier 2021 that the royal family's pockets took a punch from the pair. The Queen's treasurer made a statement stating that the bank should expect to run at a $35 million loss by March 2021. According to rumours, Queen Elizabeth threatened to drag Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, into court. Harry and Meghan left the Royal Foundation, which Harry founded with William in 2009, to found their own charity, which is now named Archewell. Newsweek reports that when Harry left the Royal Foundation, he and William were supposed to split the organisation's funds. Some of those funds went to Sussex Royal, Harry and Meghan's first name for their charity, and other money went to Travelist, Harry's sustainable tourism organisation. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I find it difficult to believe that a charity making an independent and impartial decision would decide to make these payments, Graham Smith, chief executive of Republic, told Newsweek. The Royal Foundation has lost almost £300,000 to Prince Harry's pet projects. Harry's own charity is now closing, and he appears to be taking the charity's money with him. Recently, it has been revealed that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry made a donation to charities working in Nigeria, after the Duchess announced she is 43% Nigerian on her latest Archetypes podcast. She discusses with comedians Issa Rae and Ziwe Fumudo on her new podcast installment. A source close to a Spotify representative that Sussex's donation amount is currently unconfirmed. You know Meghan is known as the philanthropic princess. Wow, one of Meghan's methods of hooking Harry was pretending that she did a ton of charity work. Remember these pictures from her trip to Africa, predating Harry? The first image is a collection of images depicting Markle in similar situations as Diana in virtually identical outfits. Also, it has been noted that Meghan's charity work doesn't predate 2015. At least from what a ton of people have said. Well, though we have seen someone say Meghan was working on snagging a royal much earlier than 2015. Anyway, Meghan doesn't care about charity work at all. She and Harry visited Baby to Baby during the early days of the pandemic to hand out supplies. According to a source close to Archewell staff, Meghan and Harry flew in on a private jet, go figure, worked for 15 minutes, took pictures, and left. They have never done work for the charity again, and they probably used most of the charity fund to pay their bills. Jumping back a bit, it has been said that as a child, Meghan was so inspired by Princess Diana that she organised people to donate their old clothes. We've seen this said a couple of times. It wouldn't be surprising if it were true. Just because you do one charitable thing doesn't mean you are generous.